If I have to describe my mom in 3 words, those 3 words will be patient, gorgeous, and strong-handed. She takes 10,000 pictures, and when I say 10,000 pictures, I mean that when she's coming here, by the time that she gets from Italy to here, she took 200 pictures of the airport, the airplane wings, the wheel of the airplane, the seat rest in front of her seat, the hostess, the ticketing, and she started to go like, see, this is what I got my check-in at the airport. This is the plane wings. This is the soda that and I'm like, so she likes to go sightseeing. She loves to go to the beach, which is great. I'm not a fan of sands. Sands gets in my feet, and she loves to walk in the sand. And I'll do anything for her. But then when she's leaving after a week, for me, I need another week to recoup from it. My mom likes to play a tourist. She never really went out of Italy. So whenever she comes to the United States, she's like all over the place. And seriously, she's the only person I am aware of that with a not high definition camera, she can fill up 16 gigabyte memory card and not have space for the last 2 days of the trip. And I'm like, how the, Mom, I said, listen, you cannot take 25,000 pictures. This is not a rule. You don't have to take a picture every 3 steps. It doesn't work. Me and 3 of my best friends, we did lost it there, and we did show up, which is really bad. It's like, I probably lost my chairs in heaven that very day. We show up at a friend's wedding completely naked with dress shoes on. You know when your mom says to you that, I'm not even upset with you, I'm disappointed. That's worst. Because if you're pissed off, you're pissed off, whatever, you'll get over it. But when you're disappointed, it's something that you thought about it. And she's like, Fabio, this is not cool, she said. I am very disappointed in you guys. This is his best day. This is his day. And I was like, Mom, we lost it there. And we have to do this. And my mom was like, we don't have to do this. This is stupid. This is something stupid among your 6 stupid friends. And I was like, you're right, but you know, I have to keep my words. And she was mortified. She was crying, mortified. And he was laughing. My friend was laughing. He was like, I grew up with these kids. You know, I can't say anything to them. His wife actually did chase us with power tools. I mean, it was bad. It was as bad as it gets. Well, if my mom would have described me between my 10 and 20s, she would have said that I was a lovely child, very generous, but extremely anarchic, to the point of disregard socially acceptable behavior. My life was like a Jackass movie. I set my grandma on fire. I was 5 years old.
You set your grandmother on fire?
It was an accident.
How? Tell me about this.
She walked right into it. I did a nice fire in my living room. She was in a wheelchair. There was a lot of black powder and olive oil, rubbing alcohol paste all over the floor. So it kind of burned longer. I was kind of into action movies and stuff like that when I was 5, 6 years old. And my grandma was in a wheelchair. My great-grandmother was in a wheelchair. So she wheeled her in this pasty floor of flame and smoke, and the wheelchair wheels kind of lit, and she looks like a moving fireworks. My grandma was unarmed, but everybody was really scared. Well, on top of that, we had to redo the whole living room. And that's when my family had a summit, and they decided to convey my energy into something productive rather than let me destroy the rest of the human race.
Right.
Do it right or do it twice. That's the biggest life lesson that my mom gave me. We didn't have money growing up. We didn't have enough bed for every person that had to sleep in my house. Like my grandpa used to say, there was always too much month left at the end of the money. And you know, so do it right or do it twice was very important. Because for us, do things right at the first time and try to make the best of every situation we had was a good advice. And another advice that I got from my mom when I left for the United States in 2006, So like, bam, I'm going to the United States, changing life, starting over again. I didn't speak a word of English when I moved to the United States, not a single word, 2006. And my mom said, Fabio, if you really want it, go and get it, she said. Life is not about how good you had it. It's about how bad you want it. And if you want it really bad, you go and get it. And I'm working on it. If my mom would have to be one animal, she would be Godzilla. Because she would be Godzilla. Because by being Godzilla, that would be one way to probably get hold of me and pull me down. Godzilla, not even a gorilla. Godzilla,
The actual character.
The actual Godzilla, T-Rex, monster. Godzilla. That's an animal, right?
Yeah,
That counts.
That counts.